EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Wizards of Austin. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Texas capital. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go. Set. Steal. Can't stop you. Get the yards, boys. Ready?
Throwing first play is Ritter. Williams brings it in. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Javonte Williams, 76 yards. And the Wizards are on the board first here this afternoon. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's going to move them around a bit. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Lawrence will throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Ritter to throw it. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Javonte Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Wizards lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. Red, yellow. Black dot.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Green, blue striker.
Back to throw, Ritter. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Black ultra. Ready.
Ritter throwing on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. 17-0 our score after 1. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Hands it off out of the gun. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right.
In motion right is Mingo. Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Flushed out right. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Open man is Mingo, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Get ready. Hey, check mega. Check right.
Williams. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Wizards are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mecole Hardman with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jags get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go. Back.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
All right, now let's go get 6. Let's go. 10.
Here's Ritter. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Stays on, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Let's go now. Real green.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On red.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ritter. This is caught by Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, green.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Mingo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Rolling to his right. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Ritter now. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it with Williams. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Yellow. Fight 60. Ready?
Here we go with Williams. And this time he is in. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And they'll accept that penalty. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. One. Losing yardage back at the 12. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Here we go. Rolling, boys.
On 1st down, Ritter. Now this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now motion left with Mooney. 1st down, here's Ritter. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Drill, 52.
Ritter to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jaguars are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Lawrence will throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
38. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to...
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Drew Sanders in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 4th down. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
That's good for Boston. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, blue. Claws red. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Lawrence. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. Build that momentum, offense.
Ritter going to change it up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
He completes this one to Mingo. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Austin, they earned one final victory and finished the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.